I think sinology is all that has to do with Chinese studies that has some historical depth. And that's also what we defend at my chair in our study programs. All our students have to learn classical Chinese, even if they don't want to do later something about ancient China, they have to do it. I just think it's part of it. It allows you to read texts that you would not understand the same way if you read them in translation or in modern Chinese translation. So I really think there has to be some historical depth to it.
Because I'm in the history department at Peking University now, my colleagues say that just amongst society in general all over China, there's a huge rise in interest in Chinese history and Chinese traditional culture.
Yeah, and in international terms, it's also very visual, like in celebrations like Chinese New Year, which wasn't a thing, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, and now it's massive. It's, for example, in Buenos Aires or in Lima, some of the major celebrations that you'd have that are sponsored by the city government are actually the celebrations of the Chinese New Year.
But also, one thing I would talk about was the expansion of the Chinese film industry and Chinese internet literature and the commercialization and monetization of writing and internet literature. It's a bit like sort of 19th century serial, magazine writing. But an interesting popularization and different parts of society writing from grassroots type literatures. So there's a huge, very interesting layering of literature at the moment. So from a sociological point of view, I think that's quite interesting.
And also science fiction.
Absolutely.
Right, Liu Cixin, right.
And and that's really taken off in the West. And the three-body problem, the book, the films. That people are really genuinely interested in Chinese sci-fi at the moment.
Mm-hmm.